I can use the merge method to merge two hashes. In this example, I have a hash A with the keys 1, 2, and 3, and the corresponding values, which are the floats 1, 2, and 3. And I have a hash B, which has three keys 2, 3, and 4, and corresponding values, which are integers. So hash A contains float values, and hash B contains integer values. And when I call the merge method, I'm going to get a new hash that contains all of the keys from both hashes with any duplicates removed. And we see that there's an overlap with the keys 2 and 3. In those cases, the values that will end up in the merged hash will come from hash B, because that's the one that we're passing as an argument to the merge method. So in the output we see only one of the values is a float, and the remaining three key value pairs are coming from hash B. If we call the merge method and then print out the original hash A, we see that it's unchanged. But if we use the exclamation point to use the destructive form of the merge method, when we print out hash A, we see that it has been updated with the results of the merge. And we can override the default behavior of the merge method by using a block. In this example, rather than using the default behavior of accepting the values from hash B to override the values in hash A, I'm returning the values from hash A where there's an overlap. So in the output we see that in the two key value pairs which overlap in the two hashes, the values are float values, so they're coming from hash A. When we have symbols as our keys, as of Ruby 1.9 we have another option for the syntax for defining the hash. We can remove the arrows between the symbols and the values and move the colon in front of the symbol, and we see that the output is the same. I can delete a key value pair from the hash using the delete method and passing the key into the method, and if I look at the output for this example, I'll see that the first key value pair has been removed. I can also use the delete if method to delete a key value pair from the hash if the block evaluates to true. In this example, we're deleting those key value pairs in which the value is greater than 1, and we see that only the first key value pair has remained after the deletion. The reject method works in a similar way to the delete if method, except it doesn't modify the underlying hash. Instead, it returns a copy of the hash with the deleted elements removed, and as we see here, we get the same outcome that we got with the delete if method. And if we print out the original hash A, we see that it hasn't been modified by the reject method, unlike the delete if method. I can also use the replace method to replace the contents of one hash with the contents of another. In this example, I have a hash A in which the values consist of floats and a hash B in which the values consist of strings. And I'm passing hash B as an argument to the replace method and calling replace on hash A. And if we look at the output, we see that the elements of hash A now contain the values of hash B.